Hello, hello, hello. Hi, special spirits of lights. Thank you for joining me today in story time. We're just going to chill out a little bit and spend some time together. And I may whisper a little bit here and there. How are you doing today? I hope that you're doing wonderful. Sending out all my love and light to all of you that wants it, and thank you for sending me love and light. I truly appreciate it. And all of my new subscribers, welcome to the love. Thank you, notification squad. Hello, Snapchat squad. Yes. So you know that you can follow me on Snapchat, on Instagram. Make sure you add me to your Instagram, yes, because I try to load daily. Thank you for all of my spirits of light who support my GoFundMe and my Patreon. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I want to say happy birthday to Lynn Sherrod. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay. I don't even know where to start. Y'all know my life is so freaking crazy. There's some things I want to say before I get started with my story time. I need to do a life update. So much stuff has happened to Spirit Girl within the year. I'm going to say from last July until now. Like, I thought I would be able to do a life update, but every time I get ready to decide to do a life update and feeling like, okay, I'm calm, I can handle this, everything is good, girl, you're not going to go through depression, you're not going to have anxiety, tell your story, tell what they done. Every freaking time I think that I can do it, here comes something else. A no freaking piece of drama added to my freaking life. Give me a break, okay? It's always something going on with Spirit Girl. Some serious stuff. And I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to keep it real with you today because I have to keep it real with you. One of the reasons why when I want to tell story time, well, when I want to do story time and I want to tell you what's going on, it's hard for me because if I'm still connected to the person or if I feel like it's going to set me back mentally, spiritually, I have to humble myself. Humble yourself. Because if I don't, someone will get snatched, okay? So you know, Spirit Girl got to catch herself, okay? So it's hard for me to like kind of go into story time without having some feelings, like some stuff been happening, and it's always like some crazy freaking stuff. I'm going on, y'all know Spirit Girl is 47. Oh, you didn't know? How you know? I don't have time. I ain't got time for all of the freaking drama. Like, why can't I just give you love, you give me love back, we share love, we spread love, like, all of the love, like, just, yes, love, you know? I'm all about the love energy. But no, someone always got to try Spirit Girl. They be trying me, okay? They be trying me. They be wanting me to be like, don't let me tap you. I be trying to stay as friendly and as humble as I possibly can because I am naturally a loving, nurturing, happy person. But let me tell you, I am a Leo. I am a Leo, and the Leo comes out sometimes, okay? To tell stories of things that happened to me in the past because I get past it, I moved on, and now I'm ready to like release it, honey. I'm like ready to let it go. With all of the stuff that has happened to me in the last year and has been going on, it's too fresh. Some of the wounds are too deep. Some of them hurt, like seriously. And I'm just gonna go down the line. Your run through real quick the type of people that has caused drama in my life, okay? Going through the changes with my son, that wasn't drama. That was a life transition, and he was moving into his life, so I had to be there for him. So that was a lot of work, okay? And along with a lot of the work, he's still, even though he's a grown man, Mama's still picking up the pieces. Mama's still paying some bills. Mama's still like, it should be like, hey, Mom, what you need? Hey, Mom, here, what you want? Go buy you something. Oh, Mom, go get your nails done. It's still like, I need gas. My car broke down. I need a shirt. I need this. I need that. Can you do this? Can you do that? I'm still like Mama. I'm still picking up the pieces. My son, dealing with one of my sisters, you know, just finding like so much drama with my sister, one of my sisters, and then trying to reconnect to my other sisters, that was drama in it as well. Trying to make a decision on if I was going to completely let my mother go and let her just not interrupt my life by being in my head. Like, she's not in my life. She doesn't give a hoot. I die to live. She doesn't care. But just mentally wanting to be a part of her, or wanting to be accepted by her or loved by her, was mentally bothering me. So I had to decide, was I going to continue holding on to something that was never going to happen? And then dealing with shady people that have run across in my life, you know, like running across shady people, you know, becoming a known face. I've been dealing with that. It has been great at times, and at other times it's like some good things has happened for me. So I've been kind of traveling a little bit. I want to tell you about some of those experiences. I mean, like, you know, when good things happen to you, you still have experiences, good and bad, with the different transitions that happen in your life. I have moved, which was great. I thought it was great, okay? But I focused so much on my hating my neighbors, that the neighbors that I got now are worse. With trying to stay healthy, trying to be there for my spirits of lights, and with the storm and tornadoes, and then the earthquake, and then now, oh my God, what happened to the people in Las Vegas? It's just been overwhelming. It's been hard sometimes to get up and just want to just jump in front of the camera and just really just be able to just be there for you and relax you and give you some entertainment, and, you know, and continue being your friend, your sister, your spiritual mom, you know, your whatever I am to you. I always want to be here for you. But sometimes it gets hard. Life gets overwhelmed. Life throws boomerangs. Things happen in your life. And a lot of times, people, you go through things, and people think that you're just naturally going through your karma. But a lot of times, it's not karma. It's just that you have a path. You're on a journey. And on a journey, you go through different paths, and you go through different transitions. And sometimes you may take the wrong path, but you're still going to get the end result. You're still going to end up on the mission that you're supposed to be on. And sometimes when you make the wrong turn, you go through some things before you get back on the right path, you know. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but, you know, not everything that seemed bad happened to you. It's just change. It's just learning lessons. And like I told you before, everything in life is either a lesson or a blessing. You just have to look at the situation and decide which one it is, and then see what you can pull from it. Either a lesson, learn something from it, so you can continue being okay, or not do something again, or a blessing, and being able to be humble and grateful for the small gifts that have been given to you. You know, so I've been going through some lessons, lots of freaking lessons. many blessings, especially for my spirits of lights. Thank you for your comments. Oh my God, y'all are the best. Thank you for your love. I feel like your comments are big freaking hugs. Sometimes I look at the comments and it makes me remember who I am and why I do the things I do. I am Spirit Girl, okay? And Spirit Girl is on a mission, and whoever wants to be in my light and share love and light with me, that's exactly why I am here, because I want to give love, receive love, and share love. Yes, it's all about love, baby, over here. But anyway, I just been through some things. I've been disappointed. I've been hurt. I've been depressed. I've been excited. I've been emotional. I've just been through some things. I met some great people. Oh, speaking of great people, I can't tell you who I met recently, but oh my God, I have a surprise for you. You are going to be like, when you see my new love. When I tell you my new, Spirit Girl has a new friend. Yes, I have a new friend. No, I don't got no man, not a boyfriend, not a female. Spirit Girl has a true, loving, sweet friend. Oh my God. We could talk about anything. We connect. Hello from the other side. Like every time we talk, it's just like, that's how it is. And I have to catch myself. I have to catch Spirit Girl. I have to catch yourself and say, Spirit, you cannot be a fan, because now this person is your friend. So every time you see them or talk to them, you can't be like, so I have to. But I'm so excited. I cannot wait till y'all meet my new friend. It's not going to be soon, but it's going to be close. It's going to be real soon. I'll give you a hint. You will meet them in November. So make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up if you want more story time, because y'all know y'all love my story time. Come on, give me them thumbs up. Don't thumbs me down. Come on, thumbs up, okay? So yay. You know, Spirit Girl, I heard them recently, and it's cute, it's different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really liking it right now, enjoying it. But honey, it's been a freaking adventure. Let's start story time.
All right. Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Plush, PLUSH, Miguel Ayers, Leona, LLEOHAN, Hi Abby, SEMPI, LPS Simpy, Hi Jackie Gilbert, Hi Naya, Peter Bailey, PETER, PAILE. Happy birthday to all of the October babies. Lynn Sherrod, Priscilla Lopez, Toys or Games, Priscilla Lopez, heavy potato chips, fried green tomatoes. Dave is going to be my new best friend today. Let me tell you why. Me and Dave had one of those moments, just the way he looked. It's like when I went to go, like, getting my hair done, was just like, it's me and Dave. Same expression. This is how I feel today, so this is why I have some mango juice. But it's also freaking getting my hair done was so freaking crazy. So I hope you enjoy story time today. We're going to use this bowl today to pour in the chips, okay? So that we don't have too many crinkling sounds. I hope that's okay with you. Oh my God. Wow. These chips are freaking awesome, man. It's just like tomatoes. I never had fried green tomatoes. I'm ready to try some now. These are freaking good. Fried green tomatoes remind me of my childhood in Georgia. It's Georgia. Fried to a golden brown, salted and peppered. It's always a perfect feel-good food prepared by my dad for our family dinner. Red Pope, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. Wow. Greg, you bomb. We're gonna have to excuse my neighbors. Like, I wish I could have did story time last night while they were freaking asleep, but I'm doing it today, getting it out the way because I will get in one of my moods and y'all probably never hear this story. I'm gonna just start from the beginning. My son was on his way to tech school, but he had a one-day pass to spend time with us. So we try to do a lot of things in a shorter period of time, and we got hungry in the process. We went to this new taco restaurant. What is that new place called? I can't remember right now. I'll put it up somewhere up here, like right here, if I can remember. And I know that I had it in the vlog. I have it in the vlog. The vlog has not come out yet. It's probably in vlog 176. I'm starting to get the name because it's Chichillas, I'm not sure. But they sell a lot of spicy tacos. So we was excited about trying it. We ordered our food. And we had ordered to go. But we were planning on going to go see a movie. And this place was packed. It was packed. The line was out the door. Out the door. They told us we needed to wait for our order. So we could have just stood around. But we saw our family get up. We sat in their booth waiting on our food. And we're just talking. Then all of a sudden, I saw my son. He was like dazed. I'm like, Dream, you okay? So my sister, my daughter asked him, said, "Hey Dream, you okay?" And he was like, "Oh my God, you see that girl over there? Oh my God, she's so beautiful." So me and my daughter started looking at her. And my daughter was like, "Oh, I like her hair. Mom, you like her hair?" I was like, "Yeah." So now it was awkward. Cause my son's tongue was hanging out his mouth, and me and my daughter was staring at the girl. I told my daughter, I said, ask her where she get her hair done. Oh my God. These are so freaking good. These are my new favorite chips. Yes. So when the girl turned around, my daughter was like, excuse me. And she looked, and she's like that. So the girl came over. When the girl started to come over, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I was just so like, when the girl started to come over, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I was just so like, with her hair. But it was like she was floating. It was like she came over, she was like. So when she got to the table, I was just like, my son was like, your hair is nice. Where did you get it done at? Tray in her hand. So she was like, oh, some girl did my hair. You want me to get her number for you? And my daughter was like, yes, please. So she goes and she go get the number. My daughter was like, Dream, why you ain't say something? It was like, I couldn't. She was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, she is cute. And then Dream said, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just her hair. I said, maybe. I don't know. But she was cute. She was cute, okay? And my daughter said, Dream, she is pretty. You should have said so. He said, I don't know. She was so beautiful. I froze up, So she comes back over to the table. We thinking that my son was going to be like, hi. And when she came up to the table, he went into like puppy dog eyes, okay? Dream snap out of it. she gave us the number of the girl who did her hair. So my daughter looked at me and she's like, Mom, you want your hair done? And I don't know what I was thinking, but at the moment I was like, yeah, I want my hair done. Shoot, I want to be cute. You know, so it's just like, yeah, I'm going to get my hair done. So I was so excited. Now, mind you, that day I was going to buy a wig. I was about to go get me a new sheet, okay? And because I decided to get my hair done, I said, okay, I'm not going to pick up no wig because I'm going to need all my money to be able to pay for my hair to get done because I don't know how much the girl charged. I have no idea what I'm about to walk into. You could taste every season in this chip. My taste buds are freaking happy. We didn't waste no time. We immediately called the young lady when we got to the car. And in my mind, I was thinking, I hope that her shop is near here because because where I live at, there are like braiding shops galore, braiding shops everywhere. So I was going to end up at a shop. When we contacted her, she said that she was only available after 1 o'clock and on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. So because I'm constantly editing and trying to get a video up, I'm not available, you know, after 1 o'clock. It's too much. Well, my daughter asked her, well, how long will it take for my mom to get her hair the way that she saw the young lady hair that you did? She said, what kind of hair do your mom have? So my daughter told her I had a 4C type of hair. And she said, oh, then it's only going to take about 4 to 5 hours. And she said, worst case scenario, 5 hours. So I was like, oh, that's not bad. Let's just do it on Sunday because then I can make it back home. I got enough time to get a video up. So she said, okay, Sunday be cool. 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So she sent us a text and told us what type of hair to buy. Well, let me get it right. She said 6 packs of pre-twist hair. And then 6 packs of the newer, I think, kinky hair. I'm not sure. But anyway, she said 6 and 6. So me and my daughter go running to the beauty supply. She contacted us on Saturday to get the hair. When we got to the beauty supply, it was too late after I done put up a video and everything, was able to leave the house. It closed on us. So we decided to go to the beauty supply early in the morning so that we can be where we need to be on time. When we got to the beauty supply, my daughter had bundles and bundles of hair in her hand. And I was kind of looking at my head like, you sure you got it right because all that hair is not going to fit in my head. That's a lot of freaking hair. My girl was like, I got it right. This is what she said. She said 6 and 6. So we started picking out colors. We picked out, you know, some blonde, some brown, and some white blonde, you know, just to accent the hair. I'm still excited. We gets up to the counter. The man goes to bring up the hair. $137. I was like, the hair was like $8.99 a pack, $9.99 a pack. Oh my God, that's a lot. I remember when hair, I used to braid my hair and micro braids myself. And hair was like 50 cents a pack. You know, for like the cheapest hair you can buy was like 50 cents a pack. I was like, well, maybe it did go up because the last time I had my hair done, when I braided my hair, sometimes I put it like in 2 big braids from the package of hair. I was like 33, you know what I'm saying? That's like a freaking long time ago. I was like, well, dang. I'd rather get me a couple of wigs. We already told the girl we was coming. So my daughter called her. Told her, okay, we on our way. We need the address. We didn't get a text back. So we decided to go to McDonald's and Taco Bell and get something to eat while we wait and see if she contacts us back. She texted us about 40 minutes later, and she said, I'm not going to be available until around 2 o'clock. I was like, well, dang. So I ran home and tried to get a video up to YouTube because she wasn't going to be ready till 2 o'clock. And she said she'll text us the address when 1:30 get here. So it kind of worked out. Even though I didn't like the fact that she changed the time, especially like we're messing around with the hair. Like I didn't want to be like doing my hair at night. And then when I make up my mind to do something, I like to do it right then and there. Because if I have time to think about it, I'm probably not going to do it. But I was excited about changing my hair. Because I felt like it would make me unrecognized a little bit. And maybe everybody, like, when I go out, may not recognize Miss Chew. And I'll be able to look different with a new hairstyle. Like, what you think? So, about 1:30, she didn't contact us back. So my daughter started texting her. And by 1:45, she didn't text us back. 2 o'clock, she didn't text us back. So we started heading towards one of the braiding places. I was like so mad. I was like, okay. I'm stuck with all this hair. And the person at the store said I could bring the hair back. I can't get my money back, but I can exchange it for something. So I was like, well, I'm just going to take the hair back and just give me 2 weeks. And my daughter's like, no, we're just going to just go to the braiding shop, see how much they cost. We're going to get your hair done. And I said, but it's late and it's already Sunday. Nobody's going to do my hair. As soon as we pulled up to a braiding shop, my daughter get a text. She sent us the address. My daughter looked it up. She said, Mom, I don't think this is a business. I think this is her personal address. And I was like, oh man. Because, I don't know, for some reason at that moment, I was like, I ain't really want to be up in nobody's house trying to get my hair done because, you know, I meet some shiesty people and stuff. And we never met her before, so we didn't know what to think. You just don't be going to anybody's house and you don't know who they are, you know what I mean? So, me and my daughter looked it up on Google, and we saw where she was located. And I was like, oh my God, we got to go down there at night, because where she was located was in an area. At night, you need to roll up the window, look straight ahead, and make it to the highway, and don't stop until you get there. That's the area that she was basically in. Got down there, I recognized the area. I was telling my daughter, I said, oh, this look familiar. This look familiar. So if y'all, some of my likes have been riding with me. You know, I told y'all story time of what happened to retail store that I rented when I first got here. Well, that wasn't successful. So I had to look for another location. And the location that I found was in this particular area. And one of the reasons why I didn't choose the location, because I didn't want to be afraid to leave the building at night and get in my car and go home. Like it was one of those freaking locations where you need to be like running, like jogging to the freaking car, lock the door, get out of town quick. My daughter was like, Mom, you sure this is the location where we was about to rent the store from? I said, yeah, this is the location. And as I remember, because I remember at the time they was building like I don't want to say Amtrak, but it was like a train that come through the city. And they wasn't finished yet. And the person was telling me that that area is going to be really, really nice, and that they're cleaning it up. They building luxury apartments and luxury buildings in the area. So as I kept riding down, I see this building, this cute little blue building. I was like, oh my God, there we go. That's the building, that's the building, that's the store we was about to rent. And my daughter was like, oh my God, Mom, you got such a good memory. I was like, I was all going down memory lane, like, oh my God, just the area. So I was kind of like, okay, we're familiar with the area. I was like, oh my God, they did fix it up. So we saw like some luxury apartments on the other side. And then as we kept traveling, we came to her apartment buildings, and they were really, really cute. They were nice. I was like, oh, stop. Luxury, honey. Luxury apartment. Girl, stop. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that hustle paying for a luxury apartment. I was thinking like that. I started pulling up to the front of the building, and I was like, okay, security. And it wasn't the type of security, I see you. It was like security, you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, damn. So they stopped us at the front gate and basically wanted to know who we were visiting and know our names, you know, and make sure that the person was expecting us. So we was like, okay. Started trying to look for parking. We go to the back, and it was like 3 cop cars. I'm gonna say security cars, but they look like cop cars to me. And it was like about 6 cops out there. And I was like, what the freak? Why they got these cops out here. I mean, boogaloo cops. They security. I was like, what the hell? How much security do they need? I was like, what? So I was like, okay, well, at least I know we'll be safe. That's what I was thinking. Me and my daughter started walking towards the building. We had our big bag of hair. I mean, I had 2 big bags of hair in my hand. The bags were like that. We're walking. I hear somebody real loud. I mean, and it was above me. I looked up, and it was this girl on the porch, and she had her phone in her hand, and she was like, oh, girl, you cute. You look just like me and Dad. You cute. You look just like us. Oh, my God, you real pretty. You look like me. You look like my sister. You look just like my dad. Oh, my God, you too pretty. And she was so freaking loud. So I was like, wow. I felt like she was so loud that even if you was in the parking garage, you could hear her. And I was like, oh, okay, well, she out on the deck. She talking real loud. I guess, you know, you can do that and feel good about it, you know. So I'm still thinking, luxury. I saw a couple of young couples coming in and out the door. And we started to walk towards the elevator, but we didn't have to get on the elevator because she just happened to be on the first floor. So I was excited about that. So when we got to the door, I knocked on the door. And when she came to the door, she didn't say who is it or nothing. She just kind of opened up the door. So I was like, oh, she expecting us anyway. And when we went inside, I was like, hi. And she was like, hi. My daughter was like, oh, this is a pretty apartment. And I was thinking that too because it was so big and it was spacious. It's like when you first walked in, it had like, I would say about, 6 to 10 feet, like hallway. And then it had like a kitchen with an owl counter inside of it. And then it had the front room and she had this big TV on the wall, maybe like a 50-inch, a sofa in the front room. So, and I was saying, oh, your apartment is really nice. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I was still thinking to myself, like, wow, this is a nice luxury apartment. So I was like, how much is the rent? And she said, well, I'm in college, so financial aid pays for it. But you can pay out of pocket if you like. And I was like, oh. And I was thinking, oh, wow, financial aid help you pay for an apartment? That's what I was thinking. And then I still was thinking it was a luxury apartment, you know? When I first walked in the house, like, because, like, I don't smoke, so I don't smoke cigarettes. But when somebody smokes cigarettes, the house is kind of smoky, kind of like, you can kind of smell the smoke. You can almost see it. My daughter immediately started choking when she was in there trying to catch her breath. She's like, and I was like, you okay, Nadine? You okay? She's like, it's just the smoke, So I was like, okay, I can get past the cigarettes. I just want to get my hair done. I was so excited about getting my hair done. I sat down and she started taking loose the packs of the hair. And I thought, okay, 3 to 5 hours, I'm out of here. And my hair going to be fabulous. And she opened up the back door, which is the front door and the back door. They like coincide with each other. You can see them. As soon as you walk through the front door, you can see the back door. It was right there in the front room. She opened the door like wide open. And there's a pool outside her door. So if anybody who was at the pool could see inside this apartment. That's how wide open the door was. And then she opened up the blinds really, really wide. Like you could see everything in the apartment. That she didn't have no lamps or no lighting inside of the apartment. Like she had like a lighting coming from like the hallway. You turn on the light switch and the light comes on. And I guess that wasn't enough lighting, so she opened up the blind and she opened up the door. So as I was sitting there, I kind of felt just a little bit uncomfortable because it was like an apartment building and she was on the first floor and the door was wide open. So I was feeling a little bit like nervous. And then I kept seeing people come past and like come through. Like it was like really busy, but I kept seeing people just constantly walking past the window and the door. I thought she would feel a little awkward too because she had on coochie shorts. Like they was up the, okay, they was up there, okay. And she was just basically damn near naked. So I just thought like, even like with the door open, it just felt a little weird, you know. My daughter sat down on the stool, on a gray stool that she had that was near the window. And before she started my hair, I started pleading my case. I'm an older woman, and could you not like do my hair really, really tight? Like, I don't want my hair to like be hurting. Like, I don't mind if you do it loose. Like, it don't have to be tight. She's like, oh, okay. So I was saying to myself, like, oh my God, okay, she's not gonna do my hair tight. Sitting there after the doors was open, getting comfortable and everything. She picked up the remote control. I was like, oh, good, we're about to watch a movie. I'm about to get comfortable. She hit the remote control on. We were watching Dory. It's not like happy, like, oh, Dory. Oh, Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I was no problem with it. So I was enjoying the movie and time was passing. So I was happy that she at least put Dory on. All of a sudden, door slammed open, the front door. And a girl walked in, and she walked in real fast. And she was like, we're going to a club tonight. We're going to a party. You want to go? You want to go? And the girl was like, oh, I don't know. I would have to see. She was like, girl, it's going to be so much fun. You sure? You better let me know. If you want to go, you better let me know tonight. And the girl proceeded to walk through one of the doors. And the girl had like it was like 6 big doors. You know, I'm going to tell you what the doors remind me of. When I was a little girl, I lived in the projects. And in the projects, you don't have like normal doors. You have big, wide, like metal doors, okay? Big. Those doors remind me of that. And when the girl walked through the door, she was in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, that's the bathroom. Wow, that bathroom got the biggest door I ever seen. Then she went through another door and opened up another door, and it was the laundry room. And I was like, wow, you know. So as I was sitting there, I noticed that these doors were really, really big. The girl was like, okay, well, I'm out of here. I'm about to get something to eat. I'm gone. And she left out the door. She left. And as she started doing the twist, my hair was so bouncy and full. Every time I turned my head, the hair went that way. And every time I turned this way, the hair went that way. And I just kept on pulling on the hair, and it would bounce back. And I was just loving it. I was kind of happy because she was like doing big parts. Out of here like 3 hours. I'm going to be out of here. That's what I was thinking. So I have been sitting there now for like almost 5 hours. So I was assuming that she was basically done. And when I looked on the table, she still had like about 7 packs of hair still on the table. So in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to take the hair back and I'm going to get me a wig. And that way when the hair come out my hair, I'll have me a wig. I was all happy and everything, right? And mind you, I didn't even tell you she was charging $125 to do my hair, $137 for the hair. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to take the hair back and get me a wig. She was on her phone. She was texting. And she went to the refrigerator. She got a cold water. And I heard her gulping it down, and then she went to the pantry and she got some cheeses, okay? And she just digged in the cheeses pack, and she put a whole bunch in her mouth. And I was just looking at her, and I was saying she took some more water, and just so I started doing like this, thinking that she'd be like, "Excuse me, you want some water?" She didn't say anything, so I just looked over to my daughter, and I was like, "Hey, Nadine." And Nadine was like, "Yes." I was like, "Could you go to the car and get me some water?" So my daughter kind of sat up, and she was looking at the girl. She was like, "Oh, Mom, you just want water?" I said, "Yeah, I just need a little water. I'm a little thirsty." Because, my throat gets a little dry. And the girl didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing. She just kept on eating her cheeses and drinking her water. So I told my daughter, I said, "Look, now, mind you, I hate hot water. Like the water in my car, if I don't put it in the refrigerator, it's so hot. It feels like you actually heating it up for tea." My daughter said, "Mom, you sure you want the water from the car? Because you know it's hot." I was like, "I don't care. Just get me the water. I'm so thirsty right now." My daughter gets up from the stool to get water, and I noticed that the stool looked like one of them stools that you would kind of nail down, and the windows and doors were so open you could see in the next person's apartment, and the next person's apartment had the same furniture that this girl had in her apartment. And so I was just like, just kind of like wondering like why they got the same furniture. That's what I was thinking to myself. My daughter came back from the car with the water. I was so thirsty. I didn't care how hot that water was. I gulped that water down like I ain't never had no water. The moment when nobody offered you water, you thirsty as hell, okay? Oh, freaking thirsty. I think I thanked my daughter like 5 times. "Thank you so much, Nadine. Thank you." The girl didn't even offer us no freaking water, okay? Like, normally, if somebody's at my house, I'll immediately say, "You thirsty? You want something to eat? You want some water? You want something?" I know I was just there to get my hair done, but they didn't have no water. As we sitting there watching Dory, I hear this loud scream like from a guy. Like it sounded like it was high and kind of distant up, but it was like a hoorah scream. It was like loud, right? And then it sounded like it was a whole bunch of people just making these like loud screaming. Then I heard like boom, bang, boom, 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 bang. So I looked over to my daughter and she looked at me, and the girl was just standing there like she didn't hear anything. She had my hair in her hand and she was just twisting. Just like. And I'm like, okay, so I guess everything is cool. Throw it to my daughter a little bit. My daughter kind of looking afraid, so she kind of peeping out the window trying to see what's going on and everything. And we just kept hearing all of these loud commotions. But she still was just... The door slams open again. And 2 girls walked through the door. And one of the girls had on coochie shorts like she did, like up the okay? Like, whoa, they don't even wear clothes around here. And when they walked in, they didn't say hello or hi Just like the first girl. She didn't speak to us. She didn't say hi or nothing. It was just like she was just there. And then these two girls, they walked right past the girl. They walked past her like if she... It was so weird seeing two girls come through the apartment and walk past her, and she's standing there like, just keep twisting, just keep twisting, just keep twisting, just keep twisting. But we were watching the movie. All of a sudden, the music was blasting to the top of the roof as if we wasn't there. They turned the music on so loud I could no longer hear Dory, hear nothing in the movie. The music was extra loud. And I said, but dang, yeah, I'm kind of like... So these two girls, they talking, they conversating, started getting even more smokier. So I guess they were smoking cigarettes, and the house just started getting smoky again. So then my daughter choking, and I'm sitting up there trying to hold my breath. One of the girls leave, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm like this. The girl got my hair in her hand, and she just... And I'm steady like this. And my daughter was like, you okay, Mom? You okay, Mom? I'm like, it's a bug. It's a bug. A bug done flew in the door, okay? The bug kept on swirling around my face. It kept on trying to attack me. And I was like, just trying to get it out the way. She did not budge or move. She just kept on, just keep twisting, just keep twisting, just keep twisting. After the bug situation, my daughter said, oh shoot, my phone. So she asked the girl, she said, is it okay if I use your charger? And the girl was like, oh yeah. She pulled the charger off of the counter and she gave it to my daughter. So my daughter was charging up her phone. And she was just on her phone watching some YouTube videos, because now Dory done went off and the TV just was blank. Everything nice and quiet for right now. Got rid of the bug. All of a sudden we heard, where the hell is my charger? Where's my effing charger? Why the F I can't find my charger? Who the F got my charger? I want to know where my effing charger is. So then I'm like this, looking over to the left at my daughter like, ooh. Right. So my daughter said, is this her charger? She was like, she ain't say nothing. She was just like twisting like, and the girl still was going off. And I was saying to myself, like, ain't she gonna say, well, you can just use my charger, because she was having an eclipse, like she was having a freaking fit, right? Then all of a sudden, she came out the room. You could hear the door slam. And she goes out to the back door, and she had a cigarette in her hand. And she's on the phone. And she was real loud. She was on the back door, I guess like their little deck area. And she was like, I'm so freaking mad. I got an effing warrant out for my arrest. Like, it's not just my fault. We both was fighting. She did this to me. So I confronted her and she gonna press charges on me. I should have known something was wrong, because when she was asking me all these questions about myself and talking about, then I put two and two together. The next day I found out that I had a warrant for my arrest. I don't know what the F I'm going to do. I should F that B up now, because if I get locked up, I'm going to F her up again. And so when she was talking like that, I was just looking at my daughter like, oh my God, I hope you ain't got her charges. So my daughter's looking like, so my daughter takes the charger out the phone. She was like, here, I'm done. So the girl takes the charger and plug up her phone. So the girl never even seen that my daughter had the charger. And the girl didn't even offer her the charger to use. And she still didn't speak to this girl. Like, they still didn't talk. There was no, hi, how you doing? Oh, you're doing hair? What's going on? Girl, did you know? It was nothing. It was like she was in the house by herself, but it was just us three sitting there. The girl doing my hair and my daughter sitting on the couch. So I started thinking in my mind, oh, this is not a luxury apartment. Why did I think this was a luxury apartment? I start really looking at things. Like, I'm one of them type of people that when I see things the first time or meet people, I think I go into this like jelly stage, this excited stage, and I see things more beautified than it actually really is. I don't know why I really do that, but I start to realize that this wasn't no luxury apartment. Started to get dark out, and I started to feel around my hair, and it was done. I thought it was done. When she went to go reach for another pack of hair, I was just like, well, what's she about to do? It feels like it's done. Everything is braided, no more hairs loose. And my daughter started stretching, thinking that we was about to leave and everything. She opened up the pack. It was almost like in slow motion to see her open up another pack of hair, because I was ready to get the hell up out of there. She pulled one braid straight out, and she took the hair and she pulled it real tight, and she started twisting the hair around the hair that was already done. And then when she did it, she kind of pulled it. So then I was like kind of leaning back there with her. And the more I leaned back, the more she pulled it. And then next thing you know, it was like when the first one was done, I was just like, ooh, ow, like I could feel the pain. It was like, oh my God. So I was like, that kind of hurt. And she's like, okay. Another braid. And she started, twisting it. Twisting the braid, twisting the hair and everything. And she would stand further apart from me and pull the hair. And I felt like my mouth literally went to the back of her. It was those moments. And after she finished twisting one of the hair, I was kind of curious to like, okay, what is she doing? So at that moment, as she started twisting the hair seemed not bouncy. It wasn't like popping and going like bouncing all over the place. It seemed really, really stiff. And I was like looking at the hair, and it was like one of those moments. You ever get one of those moments where you just messed up, where you just made a mistake? I was looking at the hair, and I was feeling the hair, and I was looking at it like, uh-oh, because now it's no longer soft, bouncy. It's stiff, hard, long, and heavy. I started looking at my daughter and kind of like talking to her telepathically, like, oh my God, help me. And then my daughter staring twisting it. And the more she twisted my hair, I was like this. Like my whole body was leaned back. My daughter was in a sofa, and the sofa wasn't like even with me where I could look at her like this. The sofa was like in the back, like against the wall. So when she pulled my hair, I literally was even with my daughter, and I was like, and my daughter sat up. My daughter was like, "Mom, you okay? You okay?" And I was like, that moment I was saying to myself, I wish I could be like, no, stop it. Don't touch another braid. Leave my hair alone. This is it. But at that moment, I was like, you ever go to a beauty parlor or salon and you get your hair done, and it's like you're already nervous about it, and then by the time they wash it and blow dry it, you feeling kind of good about it because your hair feel clean, you feel like it's gonna be pretty. But then when they do like that first couple of curls, like with the hot iron or with the roller, and you kind of look at your hair and or that first cut, that first snippet, and you kind of feel in your heart you're gonna hate it and you're not gonna like it, and you want to get up, you want to walk away, but you're already in it, you're already on the ride. So now you just gotta kind of go with the flow. So that's what happened to me. I was just on the ride, going with the flow, and I was just praying that I'll grow into my hairstyle. But I can feel like my anxiety building up. The more she pulled my hair, the more I was just like, oh God, no. The heavier my hair got, and I was like, oh my God, what the freak did I do? So earlier, when I was first getting my hair done, and it was so pretty and bouncy, my daughter was like, oh, Mom, that's cute. Oh, I'm liking your hair. Oh, I might get my hair done. I was like, oh, yeah, you should get your hair done. You should get your hair done. This is cute. It was so pretty. It's so bouncy. Now, my daughter was just looking at me like in horror. We're going on like the 8th hour being here, and she picking up another pack of hair. Just twisting. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, another creepy crawler crossed through the door. It started walking, but when it got to the middle of the floor, it fell on his back, and he couldn't get up. So he was just laying there with his legs up in the air, and I was just like, break. She took like a 20-minute break, and she was on her phone texting and everything, telling them that she's going to try to come to the party. She's going to try to hang out tonight. So finally, all of a sudden, I thought I saw like a butterfly going past. And is that a butterfly? So then I see my daughter kind of moving her legs, and she kind of moving around in her chair. And then I see it come past me again. And then I looked as a day, is that a moth? And then it started flying, and it was coming up to me, flying around my hair. So then I started slapping my hair, slapping the bug. And she was like, hold on, let me just get the broom. So she gets the broom. She's like, shoot, shoot, get out of here, shoot, shoot, shoot. And then he flew away. She said, oh, I don't know where he at now. We're in a freaking house, and I was freaking out constantly while she doing my hair. She got my hair, she's pulling it, and I'm like this. I ain't get home till about 11 o'clock at night. It was so late by the time she finished my hair. Or thank you and everything. We went out the door, and when we got out there, it was a whole bunch of kids out there. You would have thought the freaking school bell rung. Well, I say kids, they were grown folks, but I say kids because they were like around, I'ma say 18 to maybe like 28 years old, packed with so many young people. I was like, oh my God. And that's when I realized I wasn't in a luxury apartment. I was in a freaking college dorm. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then we hear people out there loud. People sound like they're about to fight. People talking loud. Conversations loud. It was like an all-night party at this place. That's what it seemed like. That's all they do is hang out in the hallways, hang outside, play around. It was so crazy. I was like, oh my God, now I understand all of the security police. And now I understand all of those big doors in her house. And literally the stool looked like, you know when you go to a public place, they may have a bench and they have it knelt down to the floor. That's what the stool looked like. When me and my daughter got in the car, it was like an awkward quietness because when we got in the car, my daughter was like, oh, Mom, you look so cute. I love your hair like that. I love your hair like that. You look cute. She said, how you feel? It freaking hurt. It hurts. I hate it. I think it's ugly. Oh, my God. Why did I listen to you? My daughter was like, Mom, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so glad it was you and not me. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't get my hair like that. I'm so sorry, Ma. I don't know what I was thinking. It's too heavy. It's too big. It took too long. And now your head hurt. I'm so sorry, Mom. When I got home, I was in so much pain. I could not move. The hair was so heavy. It's light now, like it's lightening up. It's getting lighter every day, and I'm starting to feel it. You know, I'm starting to like it a lot now. Like actually, I really love it. But when I got home, it was so stiff. It just would not move, and I was just like, everything I did, I was like this. I couldn't turn around, couldn't do nothing. I even feel like even now I feel like I got muscles in my freaking neck, okay? Every single night we were spraying my hair down with cold water, Jamaican oil, trying to loosen up the braids. And I'm gonna tell you, I made a terrible decision getting my hair like this because I have a bone disease. What did that got to do with anything? My immune system is really, really weak. So I cannot get scratched. I cannot get a needle. I cannot get cut where I'm going to go in without antibiotics. I'm going to go into a shutdown and I won't be able to get out the bed for a couple of days going through the process. I did not think about this. I did not think about this. When after a couple of days of putting the oil and everything on my head is no longer like excruciating sore, but it's sore. I had to sleep on my nose, not on my cheeks, not on the back of my head, or either lift the hair up and kind of sleep like this. No, every part of my head hurt. Oh my God. I was in so much freaking pain. I could not just lay on the side. I was in misery. I literally took my little, I have a pillow that looked like it has gumballs on it. Just a nice little like neck pillow, massage pillow. And I laid my face on it. Literally laid my face on it, down on the pillow to go to sleep. I have not been able to get a good night's sleep in the last couple of days. That's how bad it's been. So then I got up this morning and I went to put some Jamaican oil in my hair. And I could feel my scalp. You know when something's pulling and pulling and your scalp you might bleed a little bit and then it leaves like a scab? I could feel the scab in my hair in different places. That's how tight it was. And I was like, oh my God. I immediately said, you know what? So now, I'm probably going to be in the bed for the next couple of days because now I have to wait till my scalp heal from the soreness and the pain. Oh my God. So, pray for me, pray that the process go fast. got up this morning. She said, Mom, how you feeling? I said, today I'm going to do story time. She said, oh, wow, why? I said, because my freaking head hurts and is sore and I'm going to break down. So I want to do story time, relax my spirits and lights before I don't show up on camera and I'm missing in action. So if I don't show up and I'm missing in action, this is the reason why. Because Spirit Girl done went and got her hair done. They done pulled her brains out. And now my immune system can't probably handle it. I'm not sure. I am taking some new vitamin called Geritol. I don't know if you heard of it or not, but it makes me a little bit stronger than usual. So on bad days, I feel bad, but not so bad where I'm stuck in a bed. So I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to drink some ginger, and I'm going to relax. And hopefully I don't get shut completely down, because I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you so much. Now, remember when I told y'all how I felt like the girl was floating? At the moment when the girl was twisting my hair, I remember thinking about the young lady just kind of gliding up to the table, you know, like floating when she had her hair done. Now I remember when my daughter called her, it wasn't like that. It was like, and then when she came up to the table, she wasn't gliding. She was stiff. She couldn't move. She was in pain. Everything in life is a lesson or blessing. And this is my freaking lesson. Everything, you don't have to have everything that somebody else have. You don't have to look and do what other people do. Oh my God, I thought the girl hair was so freaking cute that I thought I could get my hair done and it'd be cute. Instead of me just admiring her hair and saying it looked good on her, I wanted the same thing. And you know what? Now I'm paying the price for it. Now I'm suffering. Now my head hurt. And my immune system is probably going to shut down because of it. It's just like, just because one person does well on YouTube, okay, you know, maybe you'll do well on YouTube. But if you don't have the passion for it and you don't have the real desire for it, or really have something to offer people, you may not do as well. You may not like it as much once you get into it, because it's not as easy as people think. Like, I thought it was going to be easy for me. It's not easy. I'm constantly trying to be better. I'm constantly trying to learn. I'm constantly trying to provide better content. I'm constantly trying to get better at editing. I'm constantly trying to get film up. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly always got my mind on my spirits of light. So it's not as easy as, you know, people may think. So when you decide to do something, do it for yourself, as if you really, really want this for yourself. Because if I had really thought about it and said, do you really want that? If I had really just took some time out to really, really, like, come out of that fantasy jelly stage, like, oh my God, look at her hair, and really looked at her hair, I would have saw that her hair was heavy, stiff, and she looked like she was in pain. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed story time. I'm going to eat the rest of these chips for you. And I will see you in the next video. Look at all the pepper on that chip. Can you see it? The seasons. Oh my goodness. very last one in my bowl.